It's day 2, PDAC 2025. I'm on the floor with Adam Berk from Bullion. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you today, Tracy?
I'm wonderful. And we at InvestorNews, we love Africa, but even more importantly, we love gold. So tell us more about Bullion.
So the good news is I guess we combine both, right? So we're located in Botswana and we're sitting on a lot of gold. Bullion is the largest gold mining and exploration company really on the continent of Africa. We're listed in the southern part of Africa and we're working on 3 different projects right now. We're sitting on about 8,000 square kilometers and 3 greenstone belts. We've already done a lot of exploration. We have about 20,000 assays and we're going to continue right after our RTO of exploring exactly what we have.
Well, I heard about you on Bay Street, and of course there were some bankers that were telling me about you, and they're very, very excited about your project. How is this RTO going, and can you give us an update?
The RTO is going great. So the project really started about 7 years ago when the founders started raising capital and piecing together all of these licenses around these 3 greenstone belts that they thought were sitting on the most amount of gold in Botswana. So the first is Vumba Matangwe, and the bottom is Krypan. So they've invested money, about $13 million into the ground over the last 7 years. They brought me on about 8 months ago to get the company ready to go public. We started our audit a few months ago, and our audit should be done towards the end of March with our RTO in April.
Okay, so your RTO's in April. We can start looking for you on which board?
Yeah, so our strategy is we're going to RTO into a TSXV vehicle called Imperial Ginseng that's already been announced. And then post that, we're going to do a raise of about 5 million Canadian with sub-receipts. And then we'll do a cross listing to the NASDAQ later on in the summer.
So if an investor is interested, Botswana gold, you mentioned having one of the largest gold deposits in Africa.
Definitely. The greenstone belts that we're sitting on are rich in gold deposits. In fact, on the greenstone belts, they go through our property. One goes into Zimbabwe, and they've hit millions of ounces on that side. And the greenstone belt that we sit on our Krypan project, which is the Krypan greenstone belt, Harmony Gold's hit about 13 million ounces on the South African side. And as we both know, gold doesn't stop at the border. It continues throughout that greenstone belt till the end of it.
And so what are your plans for production? What are the milestones?
Sure. So our plan is to raise capital on the RTO and then raise capital on our cross-listing to the NASDAQ and drill really for the next 24 to 36 months, map out all of our IP targets, and then do a JV with somebody else.
So if someone's interested in investing in the company or participating in this RTO, do they just go to your website?
They can go to our website, they could reach out to any of the key management or the unbelievable board that we've put together, or our bankers that we'll be announcing very shortly, and they could invest that way, or they can buy the stock once we're trading.
Your board, I noticed, had significant experience. How are you putting this board together, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I've run a lot of publicly traded companies in the past. This is my first in the mining sector. Obviously, I'm very excited about it. My background has always been technology, but really running publicly traded companies. And a lot of my investors and members of the board have followed me from venture to venture. So once again, I'm really excited that they're backing me in this specific venture, and I'm really excited about how successful this is going to be.
The website is outstanding. Go to onebullion.com for more information. And Adam, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me today.